Stevie J for Globe Up or Shut Up, and we had another interesting night of fights from Bellator, this time in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania for Bellator 109. The prelims were all good, they all had finishes. Things slowed down a little in the first half of the TV card and then picked up at the end. Let's get into it. We started with Lester Caslow defeating Jay Haas via guillotine choke at 2:44 of the third round. Then, in a fight between two undefeateds, Brent Primus took on Brett Glass, and Primus got the better of it with a rear naked choke at 3:20 of the first round. Former guest of our show, Bubba Jenkins, defeated Ian Rommel via TKO at 2:36 of the third round. Honestly, Jenkins could have cruised here because he'd been taking him down the whole time. He could have just continued to hold him down for the third round, so I'm pleased that he went for the finish here, and I think the crowd was too. So props to Jenkins, and it's a nice comeback after taking his first ever career loss in his last Bellator fight. So maybe now he can get into a tournament and see if he can go for that lightweight title. Wheaty Yamauchi came in 7 pounds overweight, so he fought at a catch weight of 152 pounds. But by getting the KO over Salamita at 2:04 of the first round, he ensures that he'll be brought back for another fight. Hopefully next time, though, he makes weight. Blagoy Ivanov is considered a big deal because he's a former Olympian out of Bulgaria, but he was in trouble against Keith Bell early. He got hit with a jumping knee and was bleeding heavily, so he needed a takedown and to secure a rear naked choke to turn things around, and he got it. He wins at 3:59 of the first round. Then in our final prelim fight on Spike, Mike, the Irish Cannon Bannon, defeats Asan Abdullah via technical submission to an arm triangle choke when Abdullah refuses to tap out. 151 of the first round. Former UFC fighter Terry Edom opened the lightweight contest on the main card and defeated Patrick Snowblade 30-27, 29-28, and 30-26. Wacky scoring, but all three judges at least picked the right man because Edom just took Snowblade apart here. He had nothing. And surprisingly, neither did Tiger Sarnavsky for Will Brooks. I don't know what happened to Alexander here, but he just got smoked. He was out-wrestled the whole fight, 30-26 by one judge and 30-27 by the other two. And when you get a 10-8 round for wrestling, you know that's pretty dominant. He just controlled Sarnavsky. He couldn't do nothing to him. Then in a welterweight bout that looked like it was going to go to another decision, Rick Hahn faced Ron Kessler, and this was a tournament final, as was the Will Brooks and Tiger Sarnavsky fight. Now, Hahn was in trouble in the first round and admitted so in the interview, but the fact that he got the interview should tell you he turned things around. He had a good second round, and then in the third, he just went for broke and got a knockout 56 seconds in. So props to Rick Hahn. He and Douglas Lima will fight to crown a new welterweight champion. It's just a shame neither one of them faced Ben Askren to determine that. It kind of feels like there will always be an asterisk there. But there's no asterisk for Alexander Shlemenko. He might have been disappointed when he went out to corner Tiger Sarnavsky, but he sure made up for it in spades because he got the TKO with liver punches over Doug the Rhino Marshall at 4:26 of the first round. Let me repeat myself. Liver punches. He hit one that made Doug stumble around, but he tried to recover his wits and throw a high kick. Then Storm hit him with another one that made him just crumple into a pile, and Dan Murgliata waved it off and said, "That's enough." And it was. So Alexander Shlemenko is a dominant middleweight champion once again. That's your Bellator 109 recap. I'm Stevie J.